My friend recommended I went to the Dreamworld Lego store, and look what I got. Hello and welcome back to another Hothead 444 set review. Today we have set number 71809, Egalt the Master Dragon from Dragon's Rising, Ninjago. I don't know how many pieces this set has, because Australia and New Zealand don't do that, but, well, I've never done it anyway. This set comes with Lloyd, Nia, Sora, Lord Raz for the first time, and Cinder for a second time. On the back of the box, we have pretty much Egalt and the good guys with an uncanny front look on Egalt there. That I find quite hilarious. But without further ado, let's get into it here. See what's inside. Okay, so six numbered bags. I'm surprised about that. The vinyl wings, not fabric ones, but that's fine. An instruction book. Okay, this makes him look like a god. And finally, a reasonable size, but not too big sticker sheet. So, with all of that done, let's get on to the build. And here is Egalt, the Master Dragon. First impressions, he looks quite funny at the front here. I'm not used to having a sensei, well, a master Wu hat, this big, especially on a dragon, and a dragon with facial hair as well. That's quite funny. Suppose we might as well start at the head, now that I've mentioned that. So, with the head here, we have a nice black upper head here, with a white jaw, a bottom jaw. I mean, the head design is good. I quite like this. The light blue in here, resembling the energy that he shoots out of his mouth when he's attacking. Well, when he attacked the ninja in episode 4. I know, spoilers, but I mean, the episodes have been out for a month now, so if you haven't seen him, well, you live under a rock, so sorry. I do like his massive eyebrows here, clearly showing that he is an older dragon. He also has a bit of, yeah, there's his beard underneath here, and then he has a moustache. Yeah, there's another look at the weird face up front. That's unsettling. Yeah, yep, that's a top view of his hat, and he has these golden pieces here. Not sure what they are, but they come in quite a few Chima sets in orange and in a Skull Grinder set, but all way back in 2015, if you can remember that far. So all in all, head design is good. Not a huge fan of these pieces, but at least they integrated them better on him. So here's the next section, which the gold stickering here I quite like. Not sure what that symbol there is. I'm not even sure if it's Ninjagan. But we have a bit of black detailing up here with the flame piece in white. You'll see that quite a bit on this dragon. Well, a bit on the upper part of him, towards the back as well here. There's the other two are back here. And yeah, got a bit of articulation here, and some good side-to-side motion, which can create quite a few good expressions, but no up or down with the neck, which means the farthest up... Oh, Jesus. That is not meant to happen. We're not meant to decapitate dragons here on this channel. There we go, much better. Yeah, as you can see from that fail there, that is as far up as his head can go, especially with this hat here. I don't like that. I mean, side to side's good, but up and down is way more functional for play and display, I reckon, and just overall expressions that you can do with a dragon like this. That's just poor on Lego's part there. Anyway, moving towards the back here, just move this leg out of the way, so you can kind of see, not really with the lighting here. It's one thing I have in these videos is not good lighting. Yeah, it's either not enough or overpowering. So, especially with black here, it doesn't really work. Anyway, there's quite a bit of smooth black tiling here, which I quite like. Just some overall sloping pieces, creating quite a nice smooth texture. Bring this leg back in now. And you'll see underneath here, we actually have... It's a rock piece in white, which has been used for snow before, but in this case it's used as fur. And yes, it is fur, because in the show, Egalt does have fur on him, which is what these flame pieces up here are meant to represent. And later on, the horns on his tail. Which, I reckon that's quite a unique design for a dragon, but I'm all for it. I mean, we've gotten dragons since way back in the beginning, 2012. So, yeah. I mean, not 2012, 2011. Someone would correct me in the comments if I got that wrong, so I'll fix it now. Anyway, the upper half of the front leg here is mainly tan with a tiny bit of brown in here, while the lower half is white with a couple hints of grey. So starting up here, this sticker is exactly the same as this one, so I won't go into too much detail there. But the rock piece has returned, and in tan, it has been used as a rock in this colour, but I haven't gotten it, so awesome piece for me. You can see around the back we have the articulation here with the ratchet joint and a tan cheese slope. Moving to the lower leg, we have another sticker down here representing fur, and then quite a few brick-built textures here that really emphasize the fur aspect of it. I like the way these slopes here are used, and the cheese slope as well. But onto the articulation here, as you would have seen before, can move it out quite considerably. Can move it back a fair bit. Thought something broke. Technical difficulties. I'll just take that off for now. There we go, fixed off screen. Yeah. Back it can go quite a fair bit. Up it can go quite considerably, actually. Just put that down. And here, with the feet are actually done quite interestingly. We have these red hoops around here, these red bits of fabric. We got flags here on the black piece at the end here. We have some interesting pieces in the form of the ingot piece in red, which is new for me at least. And this piece in red, but it's not new. And the toe assemblies are actually quite interesting. We have some brick-built pieces with a gold stud with a hole in it for the claw that goes in it too, and then a white cheese slope on top. Interesting foot design, but that tends to happen where, yeah, that assembly can jolt about a bit, causing a bit of inconsistency with the toes, so make of that what you will. Anyway, moving further back, let's get this wing out of the way so you can see the full length of the torso. In the middle of the torso, it kind of slopes down a bit and then slopes back up, which is an interesting technique. We have the saddle here. I didn't place any ninja on it before, but here's Lloyd. So you can have him sitting down, I guess. There we go. Even if he's staring into the back of Egalt's wing connection. But that's kind of why I didn't seat a minifigure on him before, I should really say. And also, no one rides him in the show as well, so there's no point. But I like that they included a saddle here nonetheless. Plus the clip here for the aforementioned sword. I'll attach that back on now. So there's that. We have this horn piece up here which can swivel around. The wings up here are connected with a simple assembly as well. We'll get back to those. Then it slopes up back here to the back legs, which can't go out much, but they can, without the sword here, they can do a full 360, which is nice. So, just showing that. Yeah, there we go. And a fair bit of ankle articulation as well, which these feet don't have any red wrapping on them this time, unlike the ones at the front. No, never. Attaching it at the wrong place. Yeah. It's interesting tail design with the Evo armor joint P. well, not joint, Evo armor piece in black, which is new. I love that. We have 2 ball joints stacked on top of each other to add more friction, even if it can't go up and down, but that's fine. These other 3 sections can. And as you'll see, there's a clip on the end of it here. So, Egalt can in fact wield a sword. And in my opinion, a dragon with a sword, I mean, that's very cool. And quite silly actually, but I like it. It's just a shame he never uses that sword in the show. But, oh well. I'll just put this back up here. Yeah, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the horn pieces. These pieces are here, which the last time I saw them were in Merlopia, on the Temple of the Endless Sea, and in Benthmar's weapon. And yeah, that'll just about do it for the dragon here. Oh, the wings, yes. The wings are brown with tan and light tan going right through here. And they are the vinyl wings, not fabric, but that's fine. And they have decent range of articulation. We can do this, flap it up, kind of like that. You can't exactly do both at the same time, but I mean, yeah, nah. You probably won't be seeing that on camera, but they do connect up top. But I like these flared pieces at the top, at the ends, just like how they have it on his tail. And just getting a better look at the framing here. That's the framing under the wing. So that'll do it for the dragon, and let's move on to the side build, then the minifigs, and then my overall thoughts on this thing. So this is the small little side build in this set, and I must say, it's cute, but I mean it makes the Sora side, the mechan, for God's sake, I can't English. The Sora Max side build of that set, it doesn't make that one feel as left out or anything. We have a small rock piece on the side here, which is all of about 2 pieces. And then the simple tree design, which I quite like, with the black branches and the pink leaves. But I'd say the most interesting piece is the Gong of Shattering in this set, and the Mallet of Shattering as well. Which, I quite like how the light blue pieces shine through the light there. That looks cool. And just going to use Lord Raz as kind of a inference to show how a minifig would hold on to both of these. So the mallet would go here, and simply hold the gong, which is a paintbrush and a shield, realistically, but I mean, it makes it look like a gong, so that's handy and helpful. So yeah, you can just smack it and power up the wolf dudes. Or power up Cinder when he's using Shatter Spin. Or Noct, actually. He uses Shatter Spin as well. Now, if you don't know who he is, well, go and watch the show, because I am revealing stuff from the show, because that's been out for a month, like I said. And honestly, I cannot wait for part 2. Hopefully I can get some sets from there, but don't count on it. I mean, all of those sets are pretty expensive, especially that coal mech and the city, and the fire source dragon too, or source dragon emotion. That's awesome. But yeah, that'll just about do it for the side build here. So, the first 2 minifigs in this set are Mech Pilot Lloyd and Mech Pilot Nia. And these 2 look great. Right off the bat, we have, well, you can clearly see that these guys are pretty much identical in design, apart from the belt placement and colours. So, let's take a look at Lloyd first. So, we can see that, starting from the top down, he has bright green as his main colour still, and dark green as a secondary colour, which the hood mold here with the bright green and the dark green look really good together, actually. I like how the hood is designed for Lloyd. His torso, quite an armoured up design here on the bright green side of things. We have 2 armour plates here with L for Lloyd with a circle around it. It's quite a neat design and shines nicely as well. There we go. And then we have a dark green torso design for pretty much the rest of the way down. Golden center for the belt, but the belt is lime green, which I like. Awesome third color for Lloyd as well. And a bit of armor down below with some knee pads and toe printing, which is, it looks like regular green actually for the first time in Dragons Rising on Lloyd. Nice. And for armor, they simply use the golden armor for, well, the Season 11 armor piece in gold, also used on the gold suits on Crystallized. And he also has gold hands, and a golden katana at the back. So, now moving on to Nia. She has dark red for her third colour, gunmetal grey as her secondary colour, and dark azure or light blue as her main colour. Which, the 3 colours along with the gold, it's a bit much, gonna be honest. One of the colours should have gone, and, I mean, most people say the gold should have gone, but in my opinion, the dark red should. I mean, just using Cinder's weapon as an example here, if we take dark red out of the equation, then her suit looks way better. I mean, take a look at that. That looks way better than this. Just infinitely. There's a bit of color clash, which I'm not a fan of. Even if Nia used dark red way back when, it doesn't look right with the gold and dark grey and the blue and yeah. Anyway, her hood design is the same as Lloyd's except Nia colors, which the dark grey, the gunmetal grey and the dark azure work really well together, as usual. But not only that, for some random reason we get Nia's hairpiece in this. Her island hairpiece, that is. I say that, but it wasn't used in the island, Season 14. But, oh well. So, there's that. Hairpiece looks good though, I will admit. Oh yeah, they use the same Dragons Rising faces too, so that's what Nia looks like with that. And that's what Lloyd looks like. Back to Nia. The gunmetal grey down here looks pretty good. Kind of reminds me of a Samurai X suit from Crystallized, actually. Then we have some light blue armor coming up the sides there. The dark red belt, which should have been light blue in my opinion. Probably a lighter blue than this, but still light blue. Not grey, because there's grey down here and grey up here. So not that, but a lighter shade of blue would have worked really good here. Anyway, gold hands, just like Lloyd. Light blue arms, just like the hood, and some armor up the top here too, with the same gold circle and N instead of L for Nia. Oh, completely forgot about the back torso design. I'll just show you quickly on Nia. So, the torso design is basically, I mean, I'm gonna call this the turtle shell design, because, I mean, it literally looks like a turtle shell. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And then we have Nia's name in Ninjagan. So, that's quite nice. And just showing you Lloyd. He is the same thing, except bright green and dark green, and has his name on there instead. So, yeah. Good design for the ninja. At least 2 of the 3. And let me just get my thoughts on Sora now. Nah. She needed a second suit. A mech pilot suit that lined up with the others. And the final two minifigs on this set are Cinder on the left and Lord Raz on the right. So Cinder we've already covered on this channel in Aaron's car, so I won't spend too long on him here. But in short, well, the sword design is different, but I mean, I guess it works. This set was released in January, so the Blood Sword hadn't come out yet, which is something to the March wave. That March wave introduced that. I like the purple. I like the symbols that say Wolf Moon. I love the logo here. The sand blue fur coat piece is nice. The Twitchy Tim hair piece is awesome too. Definitely gives off a smoky vibe. I love the dark blue colouring and the grey that mix together. The armoured up sort of fur rocky coat back torso print looks awesome. And his face print is nice too, with the transparent black head. And then we see the more smoky head on the back. Yeah, so the final minifig, and in my opinion the most exciting one in this set, is the main villain, Lord Raz. Well, kind of the main villain. The main physical villain that we can see in the sets and the show. So his Season 2 design, different from his Season 1 design. A longer hammer, with only one side being a hammer, the other side being a tooth. Nice design though, can still smack people, such as Aaron, who gets a beating in Season 2, Episode 9. Oh well. I mean, sucks to suck. Yeah. His torso print looks awesome with the light blue here. Actually, it's dark azure, the same color of blue on Nia. So, and he has kind of a purple robe type thing going down each side with some silver printing for the knees, and some light blue toe printing there as armor. No arm printing, but that's probably because he's wearing sleeves, black sleeves with the purple hands. He also has a kind of a black robe with a grey undershirt under there too, and some purple and a purple armor plate on top. And that there just says Raz. Just take the armor off so we can take a look at that. So RAS. The purple armor printing is actually there, and some light blue underneath with kind of a light blue version of the Blood Moon, by the looks of things, which is cool. And I mean, the torso print just continues upwards underneath his head. Speaking of his head, apart from the teeth being black, which realistically they should have been printed white or silver, like the outside of his eyes. But apart from that face print looks great. Well, head print I should really be saying. The moulding looks awesome. The pink markings on him, which turn red under the Blood Moon, by the way. A hint at his Season 2 Part 2 design as well. And the orange eyes look awesome. And a bit of fur on the back too. So, yeah. Lord Raz, an awesome addition to Season 2 of Ninjago Dragons Rising. Just one more thing I wanted to point out before I finish up the video is, I mean, with Cole here from Cole's Elemental Earth mech, you can truly see how uniform these three look. I mean, I may not have Zane, Jay, or Kai, but with half the line here, they look really good together. I wish I really could have gotten all 6 of them, but money is frickin' low as hell. So, what are my overall thoughts on this set? I quite like this thing. It's a really... Egalt has a really good dragon design, and realistically the only thing holding him back is a couple of articulation choices. A minor one at the wings, and a kind of significant one at the back of the neck. But apart from that, he's a great dragon build, with an awesome side build of the Gong of Shattering, the main collectible of this season. as a whole as well, because you can get it in the January wave, its full version in the March wave, and you'll be getting it in the Fire Source Dragon set in the June wave. So yeah, you can get it in all 3 set waves of this year for this season, and that'll just about do it, apart from the rating, which the rating I give the set is a 9 out of 10. The only thing holding it back is those articulation choices. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And I shall see you for another set review. Hopefully, I would love to say soon, but I really couldn't tell you. Anyway, look out for my next video and like and subscribe. Ciao.